All right, what's going on, everyone? Derek with Lucid, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm basically going to incorporate all of Lucid's products that we have to offer: epoxy, grip, clear lacquer, all that good stuff that we have on our website. And I'm going to be using those materials to basically bring back this Hamboard again. I picked this thing up. It's a little scuffed up everywhere. The grip's worn down. The bottom's not too bad. The hardware's rusted out, and the wheels are a little worn down. So we're basically going to be replacing the wheels, replacing the bearings, getting the rust off the hardware, sanding this thing down. Yes, I'm actually going to recreate the graphics on the bottom and the top so we can sand everything down to raw wood, refinish, and bring this thing back to life where it's going to look like you bought this thing brand new off the shelf. So, without further ado, let's get into it because it's going to be a little bit of a project. So, let's get started and let's bring this thing back. So while some of that stuff is drying, I'm going to take that time to hop into Photoshop and Illustrator and recreate those graphics that were on the bottom and the top of the deck. I took photos of everything prior to sanding it all off. So I'll be able to put those photos into Photoshop, trace them back out, and then after I'm done with that, I'll print them out on some sticker paper, and then we'll pre-apply them to the deck before our final finishes. So I'm going to hop in and get this done, and then we'll print them out, and then we'll continue on. All right, so the deck's coming along pretty nice. It's cleaning up really well. I got the grip off, put a nice finish on both top and bottom, got all the graphics off, and there's a couple scuff marks that I couldn't really get out, but it still looks really nice overall. So my next step here is going to apply the graphics that I recreated on the computer, and then I'm going to laser in the signature that was right here in the middle, and then we're assemble it. We're going to put some grip on, and then I'm also going to put a layer of Lucid Epoxy on the bottom, which is really going to help protect everything and also give it a really cool glass-like finish on the bottom. So let's get into it. Let's put the graphics on and move on and get this board done. All right, so we're moving along pretty well right now. It's turning out a lot better than I thought. The epoxy is looking amazing. The bottom of the deck looks like glass pretty much. Turned out really nice. So my next steps moving forward is basically putting the grip on top of the deck and then assembly, and then this thing is going to be completely done. So let's continue on and let's complete this deck and show you what it looks like after it's all complete. All right, and the moment we've all been waiting for, the refurbished Biscuit here. The process wasn't too bad. I'm actually pretty happy with how the deck turned out. I did end up replacing the trucks because the original ones were pretty rusted out. The bushings were blown out. I did replace the wheels and the bearings. But other than that, the hardware, the deck, all that's the original. I did remake the graphics. I lasered in the bottom signature and the serial number on the bottom. I put a nice epoxy, Lucid epoxy on the bottom of the deck, which gave it a really nice glass-like finish. And then the top of the deck, I used our Lucid Medium Grip. And honestly, this thing turned out really nice. As you can see, pretty much all the scuff marks are gone. Cleaned up really, really well. The one thing I did mess up on was totally my fault. Is the top graphic that I redid. I printed out on an inkjet printer, which essentially is water-based inks. And then the water-based Lucid liquid, I was using a brush and it kind of smeared some of the ink around. If I would have used the spray bottle, I probably would have avoided that, but I'll probably go back and clean it up and fix it. But honestly, overall, it turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it. If you like what you see, you can also check it out on our website, lucidgrip.com, under the longboards refurbished section. We have other decks under there as well. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be coming out with videos like this basically on a probably weekly basis. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications button to know when we're releasing a new video on a refurbished deck, or even some instructional how-to videos on some of our products. This video is more of just cool refurbished using all the Lucid products. But we do have more in-depth videos on how to use the products that I used in this particular video. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.